boys and girls, Mrs. Ketter here. Today we're going to work on lesson number 4, the bow. So before we get started, let's get our rosin out and let's rosin our bows. So starting with the violin bow, now remember, it's going to look like I'm opposite of you. So you want to take your left hand, and this is my left hand, because I'm facing you. Yours probably is going to look like it should be on this side. It should be the opposite. So I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to take the bow and I'm going to hold it at the stick in the middle of the bow with my left hand. Then with my right hand, I'm going to make the bunny face. That's the circle. That's thumb is touching the fingers in the middle of my hand. And then I'm going to open up my bunny's mouth. Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure I put my thumb under the stick. So I put a little sticker there. I put a little strawberry sticker there. So I'm going to place my thumb right underneath, and it's basically between the grip and the frog. There's a little spot. I'm going to put my thumb. Then I'm going to reach over with my 2 fingers and let them hang down. I'm going to put my pinky in the pinky holder on top, and then my pointer finger has to make like a hook shape, and then it's going to curl around and lay on top of the silver part of the bow. I can take my other hand off, and now I'm holding my bow. And just remember to keep your thumb bent. You don't want the straight fingers and the straight thumb because that kind of looks like a wolfie, but you want to curl everything in. Now for the cello bow hold, which is a little bit different, we're going to also take our left hand. That's going to look like this side for me, and for you it's going to be the opposite side. So I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to hold the cello bow stick with my left hand, making sure that the frog is on the side that my right hand is on. Okay, so then I'm going to make my bunny face with my thumb and the 2 fingers in the middle. I'm going to open up, and this time I'm going to place my thumb, instead of underneath like the violins, I put a sticker on the other side of my bow, and I'm going to put my thumb right on the side of the stick instead of underneath. I'm going to put it on the side, bend it a little bit, and then I'm going to lay my other fingers in the middle across from my thumb. I'm going to lay my bunny ears down on the stick like that. So what's different about the cello bow is that my pinky should not be sitting on top. That's why there's this pinky pad on the side of the frog. That's because that's where my pinky needs to sit. Now I do have, again, my thumb is bent and it's on the side of my bow. Kind of hard to show you guys. But this is how I should be holding it, with my fingertips. So let's pick up our instruments this time. If you're violin, obviously put it up on your shoulder. If you're cello, make sure you're sitting in your cello position. And I'll give everybody a second to do that. So don't forget to pick up your instrument or your cello. You're sitting with your cello. Let's put our bow on the string. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 bow exercises before we actually play our lesson 4 sheet, which on the back has 3 songs. First, we're going to do 3 bow exercises. The first one is just playing really long, slow bows. Let's pick the D string and we'll just go back and forth. We're going to put our bow near the bottom and draw it across the D string to the tip and back. We're going to do that 4 times on the D, and then let's do it 4 more times on the D. Very good. Now let's put our bow on the A string and do that. Let's do it 4 times. And 4 more times. Now, if you're a violin player, you can go on the E string like this. And 4 more times. And for cellos and violas, let's go on your lowest string, the C string. 4 more times. G. So let's do the G string, everybody together this time. Ready? On G. Go. That's what I just call slow bows on each string. Okay, our next bow exercise actually doesn't make any sound. It's called silent rock and roll. And what we're going to be doing is lay our bow on your highest string. For the violin, that would be the string closest to your bow hand. For the that's your E, and also for the violas and cellos, that would be your A string. This time, what we're going to do is we're going to silently rock over to our lowest string, not making any sound. So you're not really moving the bow, you're just kind of rock and roll back and forth, just like that. And you're going to notice your elbow is going to probably move like this. It's going to move your bow back and forth. And we're going to do that 3 more times. And 1 more time, rock and roll. Okay, what that's doing is that's showing us how our elbow helps to move our bow across the strings. It's not just your hand moving, but it really is kind of your whole arm is moving across the strings. Our last one is called bow circles. And what a bow circle does is it shows us how to put our bow on the string. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do it on our A string. So I'm going to show you first. We're going to just let our bow move on the A string. And then make a circle in the sky like you're a plane taking off, and then put it back at the frog. I'll do it again. Make a circle and put it back, and we call those bow circles. We're going to do those 8 times on the A string. Here's our first time. Time. Okay, very good. That's our bow warm-ups. Now we can actually do our song sheet on the back of lesson 4. We have 3 songs. We have number 16 bowing on D, number 17 bowing on A, and number 18 alternating D and A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of music on so we can practice our bowing on the D, number 16. So I'm going to tell you when to start, and when we start to play, you just play your bow. It looks like we have to do it 16 times on the D string. So I'll count them out loud for you. I'm going to count them as 8 and then another 8. So here's our music track. So what you want to do is check your bow hold. Make sure you kept your thumb bent. Pinkies on top if you're violin or viola. They're hanging over the side of your cello. Get ready. 1, 2, ready, D. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. We're going to do that again. So we're going to again play it 2 times, 8, and then another 8. So just reset your bow hold a little bit. Remember, cellos, hang that pinky down. Violin, violas, get it on top. Get ready. Same thing on the D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Remember that when you bow, you want to play over the 2 dots between the sound holes, back and forth. This time, let's let you guys do it without me. I'll just tell you when to start, and I'll help you count. So get ready. 1, 2, get ready on the D string again. Number 16, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Hopefully you did really well on that one. Okay, now we're ready to do song number 17, which is playing the bow on the A string. So make sure you can check which one is your A string, bowing on A. Make sure you have your good bow hold, your pinky's on top, your thumb is bent, it's tucked under the stick if you're a violin or viola. If it's your cello, it's on the side of the stick and your pinky's hanging over. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to play number 17 with our backing track also. Again, I'm going to count it in for you, 8 and 8. So here's the start, just listen. So we get our bow on the A string. Get ready. These are going to go a little slower. 1, 2, ready, go slow. 6, 7, 8, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. That was awesome. Let's let you guys do it by yourselves this time. I'll tell you when to start. Get ready. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Very good. Okay, boys and girls, now we're ready to play our song number 18, alternate D and A. So we're going to be playing D, 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 then we go A, D, 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 A. But before we get to the second line, I want you to notice that the notes look a little bit different. They're kind of like white notes with little letters inside. Those are called half notes. So that means we have to play them slower than the other quarter notes that we play. They're actually 2 beats of sound. Get ready. 1, 2, ready, go. Now A. Go slower. D, 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 D. Now we go A. Okay, we're going to do that again. So just remember, the first line goes faster on the notes like this, and the second line goes slower. Get ready. 1, 2, first line, number 18. Chance to play it without my help. So I will count you in and tell you when to start. Again, this is number 18 and you're going to do the first line. Get ready. 1, 2, fast on D. D, 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 D. A, D, 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 D. A. Slower. D, So boys and girls, to finish off your practice for this week, why don't you pick one of the songs, or maybe more if you'd like, for beat number 2 or number 3 that you can learn to play with a bow. So I hope you have a great week. Good luck with the bow, and we'll see you next time. Take care.